for being part of these type of episode. This episode is presented to you guys by Bleacher Report. Bleacher Report, the #1 app for all sports business. Come on with it, Cowboy Nation. Cowboys are victorious in this game. And when he's speaking of game, we talking about Cowboys versus the Giants. Here's my thoughts on everything, ladies and gentlemen. I will say this right here. The Cowboys in this game is a situation and scenario that we needed this win. This was a situation where I told everybody that this is a very much so must-win game. Let me repeat, this very so much must-win game. Why, Law? Because this is the division game. The #1 name of the game is to win your division. And if you can ultimately win your division, you get a playoff seed. And with that playoff seed, anything can pop off. Keep in mind, the only way that Mike McCarthy ever won anything was due to the fact that he snuck into the playoff, and that's how he was able and eligible to win his one and only Super Bowl. So I'm not sitting back saying that the Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl because they are playing lackadaisy in these first opening weeks, but I can tell you, both sides of the field, I'm in very much so fear of. I'm not happy about the offense, and I'm not happy about the defense, but I am, to a degree, happy about this win because you can build upon this. We fought through a lot of things, too many field goals, by the way, but at this point, you got to say to yourself, is this a situation and scenario that you can say, all right, the Cowboys are on their way? No, but it's a situation to say, hey, the Cowboys can build upon this particular situation. Now, when we look at everything and we say to ourselves, Cowboy Nation, what can we improve on? Well, first and foremost, the #1 thing we need to improve on is our depths. We definitely need to improve on our depths, because we're seeing that Micah Parsons went down. I don't know what type of case of injury that he may occur. We can also say to ourselves that even to a degree, into a situation that Trayvon Diggs looked very gimpy on one of those things. But I'm going to take an ugly win, and we're going to enjoy this ugly win, because I would rather have an ugly win than a beautiful loss. I'd rather have an ugly win than a beautiful loss. But Daniel Jones was 29 for 40, 281 yards, a passer rating of 81. He had one INT at the very end. Let's give a round of applause to Malik Neighbors. Let's give a round of applause to Malik Neighbors. The brother was phenomenal. 15 targets, 12 receptions for 115 yards. He really cooked us in a lot of situations. He went down. We hope all is well with him. But at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, it's a situation and scenario that we can say to ourselves, he got a promising future to him. If the quote-unquote Giants had another weapon on the other side or a tight end, it could be a long night for the Cowboys. But they come out victorious, 20-15 for this victory. Dak Prescott was 22-27, 221 yards, 8.2 yards per throw, 2 touchdowns, no INTs. He was sacked once. He had a passer rating of 125.5. Rico, he had 11 carries for 46. The 4.2 yards per tote. Lamb, 8 targets, but he had 7 receptions, 98 yards. Those was from Lamb. I think that this particular game, when you look back at everything, you can look back in the mirror and say, yeah, it's a victory, but we should have won it in this way, or we should have won it in that way. No. Don't look at it in that fashion. Just take this victory and say to yourself, all right, now that we won, how can we, ladies and gentlemen, be prepared for the Steelers? And how can we also be prepared for this moment down the stretch of seeing if the Cowboys can reclaim their throne as the NFC East Division champs? They got to. They must stand tall with this. Let me see if I make sure everything. Give me a 1 in the chat. I forgot to do audio check. Give me a 1 in the chat if everything's straight. Appreciate everybody, man, for tuning in to this show. And let me know if you guys can hear me. Y'all guys can see me and all of that good stuff. You know, we're going to get things going. Yeah. Yeah. Come on with it. We are still live on multiple platforms here. Yes, we are. All right, so appreciate everybody for tuning in. All right, let me know if you guys can hear me good and well, and let's get this post-game show going. What this means for the Cowboys, we are now 2-2. We are now back on the good sides of things. An ugly win builds character. Yeah. On the road, too, off of a short week, we saw some injuries, we saw some headaches, and we saw some mishaps, right? But we can get back on the horse now and ride on to glory, baby. Yes, indeed. That's what we can do now. That's what we all contend to do right here. Shout out to you, Janice. Shout out to you, Tron. 1, 2, 3, 4, Victory Friday, and McDonald's date night tonight with our ugly Felicia tonight. Yeah. Hey, man. Look. An ugly win. Yeah, my boy, Vach fired. Shout out to Vach, man. Shout out to my guy. So here's the thing. Shout out to you that's in the chat. The Dallas Cowboys. I want you guys to put on your silver and blue. I want you guys to have your star on somewhere. I want you guys to be locked, loaded, rooted, and saying to yourself, the Steelers next week, but we're going to enjoy this Victory Friday. We, matter of fact, enjoy this Victory Saturday, and we're going to be sitting back with our oodles and noodles and eating our popcorns and sipping on our beverage, our favorite beverage of choices, of choices, you know what I'm saying? And we're going to be watching the NFC East play this weekend and chilling and being the biggest villains out there. Because at the end of the day, that's how they was doing us today, right? And we need to figure out a way, ladies and gentlemen, to just take momentum to push us out. Because this team, for some strange reason, is really not looking to what we looked like last year on some positive plays with offense. We need to figure out ways to get some more positive plays on defense. We used to be a team, and I get it, shout out to Dan Quinn for creating some things for us to get some pressure. But we used to be a team to at least see multitudes of sacks. We literally only had 1 sack, and it was by a rookie, right? And shout out to Marshawn Nealon for that particular sack. Appreciate him for his support. So I would say this. Enjoy this win. Don't let look, before this game happened, some Giants fan was beginning to talk and say that they would have been 2-1 if they had a better kicker, right? They were ready to storm and beat us down and say, hey, how it feels to be at the bottom. But resiliency is a major thing. And somehow, some shape, form, or fashion, we should be practicing the happy glow of the chills we're here. I forgot to talk about this too. Write this down. Jake Ferguson, Ferg in the house, man, for number 87. 7 targets, 7 receptions for 49 yards with the average of 7 yards per catch. The Dallas Cowboys need to utilize this. And I'm not beating up Brandon Cooks. 4 targets, 1 reception, and 16 yards. And he can only catch the ball when he's wide open. His average yards of separation was right at 0.86, this close. What the Cowboys need to do is look back at these last 4 games, and there's a mirror. Look right into it and say that these ancillary pieces that really not moving the needle for us, we need to get better. I need for the Cowboys to look at this particular thing. Hear me out. Don't shank me with the butter knife. You need to figure out ways to make targets for Jake Ferguson and CeeDee Lamb. Everybody else ancillary. You need to figure out on some of those end-around plays. Give it to the guy that runs a 4.29, and that's Cavante Turpin. That's where they need to go at, ladies and gentlemen. There's no shade upon anybody else, but I think that there's a lot of wasteful reps when you targeting Brandon Cooks. I get it; he's a veteran guy, but this is not acceptable. Yeah. Somebody says Bayard says he was clamped down. Yeah, so we need to figure out ways to utilize different situations. Why isn't Turpin being used? I don't know. I'm waiting to hear about news and info on Parsons before we go any further. I hope all is well with Parsons. He's the guy that he's the nucleus for this defense. I think that you don't go far without him, and I think that the Cowboys should figure out ways to utilize more and more weapons in this particular light, but we need Parsons out there on the field. The final score for those who just now tuning in and being part of this beautiful episode of this victory, yes, rivalry game, divisional game. The final score was 20-15. Let me see if I got any news or information on Parsons. The Cowboys' run defense was gashed. Okay. Last week, the Giants only had 26 yards rushing. Yeah, but they're going to take that all the way to the bank there. Game-sealing INT by Cowboys. Yeah, Amani, appreciate you. Thank you for that pick. Appreciate everybody, man, for tuning in and being part of these type of episodes. Thank you, everybody. Let's see. Michael Parsons was carted off. Cowboys star exited Thursday night football. Let me see if they have any more up-to-date information on that while we're reading some of your comments here. Appreciate you guys so much for tuning in into these particular situations. Cowboy Nation, when we look at everything and we say to ourselves, what's the next movement? What's the next goal in this? Well, the next goal is to get 1% better. If you become 1% better week by week, then you can sit back to say to yourself, by the time we play the Steelers, can we get more in play action? Can we get more motion at the snaps? Can we get more than averaging 3.6 yards per run? Those are things that we're looking for, ladies and gentlemen. Those are things that is very much so needed. At this time, I would like to open up the phone lines for your mind. Appreciate everybody, man, for tuning in and being part of these type of episodes. I need to know your thoughts on everything.
There are 2 participants in the conference.
Okay. I got my guy, Big, in the chat, and then also on the phone line for the 214. You're live on the Nation, brought to you by Bleacher Report. What you got, man? What's good?
What's good with you, Lo?
Man, how you feeling, man?
I'm not feeling too good. I mean, it was the Giants.
Are you feeling better? Are you feeling better that we won, or are you feeling bad that we? If we would feel better if we lost, let me know.
Nah, I feel neutral, bro, because this is like I played ball before, so when you go out there and you beat a team that you're supposed to beat,
right?
You feel the temperature's still the same to me. What I did like was that the defense showed better technique tonight. I know it's against the Giants, but we got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
The front seven showed way better technique. Everybody was holding their gaps.
Right.
The linebackers was shooting through gaps. I mean, they were hustling their butt off. Mm-hmm. But, man, these comeback routes killing me, dog. And why he keep on calling these routes like this, man? Man, these comeback routes killing me. They sitting on them every time.
Yeah, they sitting on the routes, man. I think that the creativity is not there. I thought that we had a little bit more of a West Coast offense last season when Mike McCarthy was calling plays. I don't know why he went back to the Kellen Moore index page number. I don't know. Maybe he doing some type of ramp up stuff, man. I don't know, man. That's the mystery.
Exactly what happened. It looked like we went back to Kellen Moore style of play.
Yeah.
And, I mean, that's not going to work for the rest of the season. That is not going to work. I mean, they tried to spice it up, moving CeeDee Lamb around today. I mean, that looked pretty decent.
Yeah.
But we got to be ahead of the sticks when we do. I mean, working from our own 10,
right. That's
not going to cut it, man. Trying to, we're not good at running the ball right now. So, every time we get down about a 10, bro, I'm nervous, man, because I know, I mean, this entire season we've been back there, and man, nothing but bad stuff happened. And Guyton, Oh my goodness, I don't know what they're gonna do with Guyton, bro. Like they need to do something to help that brother out, man. They gotta do something. They're not doing anything. They just letting him go on his own, man. And that's not. I don't think that's gonna work for us, man, moving forward like that.
No doubt, man. Hey, you're right on the money with that. I truly believe that the Cowboys need to utilize the completeness of some of their other guys. I think that we need to have some type of an identity outside of just spreading it out and trying to throw it around and hope for it. But the best drive we had ended in a field goal. All right. I think the one that ended in a field goal when we went up 20-15, that was the best drive in my opinion. Outside of the touchdown drive, of course, with CeeDee Lamb, but the best late drive was that drive when I think that they went back to the run, and I can't wait to go back and rewatch the tape there on that one. But I appreciate you, Big Cam, for calling in.
Yeah, most definitely. Hopefully they can capitalize off this win, and I mean a win is a win. Yeah. And maybe that they can build from this because who we got next? The Steelers?
Got the Steelers next, and that's a robbery game. That's a game that we need to stand tall with, Yeah,
we can steal that game, man. We can steal that game. We just got to prove that we can stop running quarterbacks. Once we do that, we'll be all right. But losing Michael Parsons, I don't know for how long. That might be, a good thing right now. It might be a bad thing right now.
Nothing is good about losing Michael Parsons, though. I can't let you get that one out. But appreciate you, man, so much. What you say? Thank you for calling in, Big Cam. Hey, losing Michael Parsons that's not a good thing at all. I can't even make up for anything else, man. That's not a good thing. You're like, hey, man, we lost Michael Parsons. It's gonna be a good thing, a blessing in disguise. Somebody else gonna stand tall or not at all. The future, the thing that's ahead of us right now, ladies and gentlemen, are these things right here. We literally got to go up against TJ. We literally got to go against Aiden Hutchinson. We literally got to go up against Bosa. We literally got to go up against other dogs that's going to be really looking at Terrence Steele tape, looking at Tyler Guyton tape. Tyler Guyton was fighting for his life, ladies and gentlemen. He was fighting for his life, man. So we going to have to do something, man. The number, the hotline for your mind is pinned to the top of the page here, man. So be sure to check it out. 657-390-7391. We try to be an interactive show here and give you guys the unbelievable information. But let this guy in who had unbelievable insight. Give me my theme music. Come on with it, man. Come on with it, man. 100 grand from the 201. Hey, man, what the lottery numbers are, man. Did you call 20-17? I can't stand you 100 grand. You called 20-17. Sheesh. He said, yeah, Law, man. Hey, it's going to be a close game. I'm telling you what it's going to be. I feel, it's been a short week, 20-17, though. Look, do I have to rewind the tape, bro? Do you know where the bodies are buried? The skull and bones, the Illuminati. You know what the secret handshake is. Come on, man. What man? Because last year you called the Arizona game, and now you calling this one, man. Just help me out, man. Give me enough money so I can buy the Cowboys, man.
Hey, man, it just, hey, man, hey, man, listen, it wasn't hard, man. It's a short week. What do you expect the Cowboys to come out with a whole new offense and just go crazy in 3 days?
Yo, I'm mad.
No.
I thought for sure 34-17. I had 34.
No.
Yeah.
No. Not in 3 days.
Not in 3 days.
3 days, man. No. No. You expect the Giants to be the Giants. We all know the Giants are the Giants. They ain't even scored a touchdown.
Man, that boy got a good kicker over there.
They ain't even scored a touchdown today, man. Come on, man. Shoot, I can't wait to hear what they're going to have to say. They ain't even scored a touchdown.
Man, talk
at
to me.
all.
Man. Talk
and
to
everybody
me,
talking. Neighbors going to go. Don't get me wrong.
Neighbors went off. Yeah, he went off.
He had a good game, but it wasn't and that's what I like. If you can't stop a guy from catching passes,
right?
If you're gonna give the Cowboys credit, that defense stepped up. No explosive plays.
Yeah.
None. Everything was underneath.
Right.
The tackling was great this game.
No, man. No. I can't. What you mean? Tackling was great.
The running game. Law.
I'm looking at if I can pull up the
teams. They didn't score a touchdown.
True.
Win every game. If we could stop teams from scoring touchdowns, they had to kick field goals.
Yeah, they did, man.
We stopped the run. The open field tackling was good.
Number 27, let me tell you something. The defining moment was when 27 got in the game. Who's the other guy? The 25, right? Lighters on the dresser, no sir.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get him up off the field. Hey, no offense to you, Booth, but man, come on, man.
Nah, Booth, man.
Listen,
if it was a sore spot tonight, it was Booth. Booth was a sore spot. Neighbors got off when he went to Booth. When Neighbors was on Diggs, he was shut down. He wasn't doing nothing. But when they motioned him around, go to Booth. And he was tearing Booth up.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm nervous. And I told you before the game. I said, man, I don't know about Booth, man.
Yeah, you did say that, man. So all I need to know, man, before I let you go, because I got this line longer than Shaq feet, man. Before I let you go, man, what other thing do you want to let us know, man? Because we're about to wave the white flag. Some of us ain't hitting the panic button. Are you on team firing Jerry Jones and them, or this game make up some of that? You know, I need to know, man. What you got, bro?
Nah, man, listen, man. I'm with the players, man. The players got heart. You know what I mean?
Heart, so
we gonna ride with the players. We taking it one day at a time. This was a law. You not gonna blow team. Everybody who's mad because we didn't blow them out 40 to nothing. You don't win in the NFL like that every week. It don't go down like that. It don't go down like that. It don't go down like that. The Eagles would be happy. Why are fans complaining when the Eagles would have won a game like this? At least we won. Jalen Hurts pulled it out. Let's go, Eagles. Not our fans. Our fans is pissed off and mad because we lost. Eagle fans will be screaming the high heavens, we going to the Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts pull out ugly wins. So I don't want to hear people say, man, it was just the Giants. Man, that's sad. That's crazy. No, we pulled this win out. And we got this victory. Let's ride and let's celebrate this.
Yeah. Pop champagne bottles.
Celebrate ugly wins like this. Man, it's terrible, man. This team is trash. I don't know what's going on. Man, I'm off the train. You got to win ugly wins, too. Yeah. Every game is not going to be a blowout. We always say, Law, what happens when adversity hit the Cowboys?
Okay.
What happens when this go wrong and that go wrong and this go wrong and that go wrong? And then it goes wrong and y'all start complaining.
Hey.
Well,
I tell you what you are, man. You know, hey, and don't forget, man, if you send me the information, you know what I'm talking about. Did you send it to me?
I did.
Okay, good. I got you, man, before the sunrise, man. But appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for not panicking over here, man. Let me hear you say it too, bro.
How about them Cowboys?
How about him, man? This boy, a rich man right here. He just ain't letting us know, man. I know he don't. His name is 100 grand. I know for sure he made all type of money off of this game, man. Come on with it. Come on with it. That was a good call from him, man. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Boy, we got a lot of people on the lines, man. I appreciate everybody. A lot of work to do. Good win on the road. This is from Tan Menzer. Appreciate you so much on the Bleacher Report. And all the way from the bleachers, from the 202, you're live on the Nation. Talk to me. What you got?
Hey, what's up, Love?
Yeah,
You did a good job on calling the game tonight. It was very entertaining. I got a couple quick comments. So I didn't like. Let me ask you this: how did you feel about McCarthy's decision to kick the field goal? Me personally, I didn't like it. Maybe I'm just too conservative. I wanted him to just pooch punt it, and let it, and try to get them down at the one. Where are you on the field goal?
I'm always trying to go for the win. I think that the Cowboys should have figured out a way to get that first down and get the touchdown. I think that they should have went for the sealer. I think that conservative way gave too much strength, gave too much light to the Giants, and it took a INT at the 8 or 7 yard line in order for us to win. There's too many chances. There's too many opportunities, in my opinion. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I just felt like at some point McCarthy is going to live and die by this kicker. He's getting a little cocky with this kicker, but that's a whole other thing. Dak was fantastic tonight.
He was.
But one thing I want people to realize, he was throwing to covered receivers all night. I just want to put that out there.
Yep.
And I'm not a apologist, but he was throwing to dudes who were covered.
No separation.
That's really none. And most quarterbacks are not going to be able to throw them on the money like that. So I just want people to know, listen, you want Dak to step up. Without those passes being on the money, they lose tonight. I hate to say it, but I'm telling you, those passes were absolutely on point. No I think the other concern I have, too, is McCarthy seems to not want to adjust. When he sees Guyton struggling, shouldn't he chip, put a running back, tight end, somebody out there to chip? Yeah. I mean, where are you on that? I felt like there were like zero adjustments with the tackles.
They were able to get pressure without blitzing. They were able to win off the edges. I didn't see many wins from the interior play, and I think that my friend is a major blow for the Cowboys because of the inability, the finite inability to help out the rookie left tackle, and also the inability to help out my guy Terrence Steele, who seemed to be struggling all night, man. So I know that T.J. Watts, he's watching this tape, when it's time to play the Cowboys. I know that Aiden Hutchinson and as well as Bosa, they are licking their chops to play against the Cowboys because when you one-dimensional, man, they can pin their ears back and get to the quarterback, and we saw that too many times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last couple comments on defense. I'm with you. The tackling was terrible tonight. I think it was a little bit better on the running back,
right,
as far as tackling, but just absolutely unacceptable on the wide receivers. Everybody's just running out of control, and they're just not. It's almost like they're fighting the fundamentals. And so I'm a little concerned with that. Maybe they'll address that during the week. But I think the other concern is that outside of Parsons, where is the pass rush on this team? There were times when I was just wanting Mike Zimmer to blitz because I felt like we had to get off the field. I'm getting concerned that Parsons is the only one who can get pressure, and that's kind of a problem.
That is the biggest blow of differences between the 2023 Cowboys and the 2024 Cowboys. I get it. Dan Quinn, he might can dial up some things, but he don't play edge rusher, right? And he don't play defensive lineman and tackle. So I think that we are lacking a personnel. I think that we are lacking one of the things that I forgot to bring up. We are lacking discipline. I think we had too many penalties. We had too many flags. We had too many of those negative plays, those drive extenders for the opposing team. And then we had drive killers for our side. So if we're going to be a playoff team, we're going to have to get better than this, And beating a 1 and 2 team by 5 points is not enough to really push people over the scale. But I appreciate you for calling in, fam.
Appreciate it, Law. Last comment, I'll hang up. I don't know which safety I can't stand more. We have the worst safeties I've ever seen. I don't know what else to do. Both of them, I can't stand either one of them. I hate to say it, but they just It frustrates me.
It's
but I appreciate you
frustration,
taking
man.
the time.
No doubt, man. It's Glenn from the 202, man. Appreciate you for calling in. Let me pull up the penalties that we had last game, this game right here. And to me personally, we're going to have to get better than this department. Most teams, the better teams, would take advantages of these situations. Not beating up this team, but those are things that we have to work on. 11 penalties opposed to their 4. Right? In time of possession, New York had the ball for 35 minutes to our 24. They played keep away. They had the ball more. They had more total yards, 303 for them, 390, 293 for us. Let me see. They had 16 first downs to our 14, 12 passing first downs, and 4 rushing first downs. And we had 9 and 5 in those categories. So the Cowboys, third down efficiency, there was 3 for 10, 5 for 16. Let me see what our red zone was. Let me give me 1 second if that can find that stat for you guys. The Cowboys just got to get better, man, in certain efficiency levels. And if you don't get better at those efficiency, here we go. All right, red zone, we were 1 for 1. They were 0 for 2. That means we didn't really get into the red zone as often. And with every game, it's a rivalry game. We're going to chalk this up as a win. We're going to be happy with it. But at the end of the day, we got to be 100 with ourselves. All right? I got my guy from the 214. My guy, Darius. You're live on the nation, man. Talk to me, man. Talk to me.
Lock, can you hear me?
I can hear you well. Let's get it.
Man, I'm going to be honest with you, man.
Uh-huh.
That Brian Daboll is not a better offensive coordinator than Mike McCarthy. Forget the fact that he coaches for the Giants. Mm-hmm. Just forget he coaches for the Giants. Forget the Giants. Leave the Giants out of it. Let's completely think about it from our objective perspective.
Right.
Some of the plays in the scheme that he was cooking up and whipping up, fam, Mike McCarthy couldn't dream to do that. I mean, keep it 1,000. Like, for real, man.
Okay. Yeah, man. I mean, you got that, you know. So you're saying that basically Mike McCarthy is not on the skill set of calling plays like a Brian Daboll, right?
I
get that. I get you on that. Brian Daboll, he did a wonderful job with Daniel Jones. He did a wonderful job with Josh Allen. And I think that his play calling tonight was good. You know, it was beneficial to the kind of caliber of weapons that they had. They don't have a dynamic tight end. They don't have another wide receiver outside of Malik Neighbors. Wan'Dale Robinson, yeah, you can give him that, but he's more of your slot guy, utility guy. They don't really like the running back game. I get it, you know, but for what it is, they still have Daniel Jones, so that's what it was.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. The ball is really, or Dayball is really working with what he got over there. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that he took that team to the playoffs like 2 or 3 years ago, that was my whole point. Because I know you give me a lot of heat, like, oh, this is the guy that they say was fit of the. Yes, that's the guy that I said was better than Mike McCarthy.
And he never won a game versus Mike McCarthy. Ain't that something?
That is something. Ain't it something how Dan Quinn had this defense humming versus the Giants? And look at it now. Look at it, Law.
Well, you got to understand, too, though, that Dan Quinn never wasn't decimated with the type of injuries. And I'm not trying to make this as a bevies of excuses. We got we had Booth out there, man. We didn't know is this the dude that assassinated Lincoln or not. We had Booth out there. We had to get Amani out there. We have Orly D-Law. He got hurt. You know, we didn't have, look, Sam Williams was hurt. We were down some people, man. We got Chauncey Golston that's rushing the edge, man. And shout out to my guy Chauncey. He's my people, man. Chauncey, my dog. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to B. Tuck and all of those boys. But what I'm saying is, Darius, is that it's a year-to-year league, bro. It's a year-to-year league. He had Malik Hooker when he was 2 years younger. You know? Come on, man. Come on. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, I get what you're doing, but
You give me what I'm doing, okay? Now, come on.
It ain't gonna fly. It ain't gonna fly. But overall, this is my last thing I'm gonna say, because I pretty much can tell just with what I'm looking at. I can see how the season finna go already. Like it ain't even no use to even. I already see how this finna go. So I'm already having some coaches, in my Rolodex that I'm really checking out. Clint Kubiak, that offensive coordinator for the New Orleans Saints. Joe Brady, I think he was the offensive coordinator. He's the offensive coordinator for the Bills right now. He's doing a hell of a job with the Bills right now. And I think he was the offensive coordinator with Joe Burrow when Joe Burrow was in with LSU.
Yeah.
I'm also looking at Ben Johnson, and I think I'm leaving Bill Belichick and Nick Saban.
Yeah.
So those are my guys that I'm really, looking at for the head coaching job next season. I know y'all don't want to hear that, but it is what it is. We're going to keep it real. I see how this is going to go.
Hey, Darius, where you at, bro? Where you at?
I'm at the crib, man.
Do me a huge favor. You know what I'm about to say, bro, right? What you know about to say?
I don't.
Oh, you don't? Change out that smoke detector battery, man. I'm fighting for you, man. Come on, man.
Man.
What?
Oh man, the ceilings is too high, man.
The ceilings too high.
I can only get so many of them.
Man.
I can only get so many of them.
Well, I know you that big old house, man. I know Texas got these tall houses, man. But they got this thing on Amazon where it's a stick that you stick on top of each other and it go reach all the way up, man. But hey, get that smoke detector changed.
You didn't even hear it.
Man, when we heard it, man, it was making me going crazy. I was like, oh, what is it? But I appreciate you, man.
My bad, man.
No, you good. You Gucci, man. I'm only saying it because I care for you, man. Don't want nothing to happen to you, man. But appreciate you, bro.
All right.
That's my guy Darius, man, for the 214, man, living in a tall house. Sometimes you look way up there, man. Hey, I get so crazy, man, when I hear that noise. I go get me a football. And he was talking about Joe Brady. I'll be like Joe Montana. I get that football. Where that smoke? Yeah! I'll knock that smoke detector down, man. Yeah. But I got my guy that's next in line from the 863. You're live on the nation. Talk to me, man. Talk to me. All the way from the bleachers, man. Talk to me. Bleacher Report live. Talk to me, bro.
Hey, I'm reporting all the way from the hurricane that's over here.
Oh, man.
In Florida.
Well,
we all right? I'm doing all right. We good. But I'll tell you like this, man. Watching this game tonight, I had tears in my eyes in that first half, first quarter. Okay. I'm like, this King dude got to tighten up. And I'm going to tell you why. Now, before I go into that, Micah and G-Long said they will be okay. Got a report that they were limping in the locker room, but they told Dak and the rest of the guys they'll be fine.
Okay.
So they're walking around. They don't have on no boots and nothing like that. So, all right, now let's get from that report. Let's go here. All right, did everybody see the first half? CeeDee Lamb had 94 yards in the first half.
He did.
And my man finished with 98. That's a problem. Still haven't recorded a 100-yard game yet. That's technically not on him, but I don't like that. Okay?
Yeah.
I literally, how my boy lost it, I literally hate running that by committee. I hate it with a passion.
Yeah.
None of those boys are having a chance to get momentum behind them and tote that rock. We especially should have had at least over 100 yards tonight against the Giants, man. I'm just saying, I don't like what I see. And if anybody saw was he did get in, he had a burst, but penalty.
Yeah.
Penalty. That junk hurt my nerves. Like, I just turned 40. I don't have that much time getting pissed off at a football game and having high blood pressure. But when I saw tonight, okay, a win is a win. But I've always said, after 4 games, you fifth and maybe the sixth, you see what your team is like. I don't like what I see off. We don't have anything to hang our hats on, except for DeMarion Overshown. That brother was all over the field tonight. That brother was balling out tonight. But, that did well. You can hang our hat on that or whatever, but everything else is still up in the air, man. and this is the first time I'm going to say it, bro. You ready for this, Law?
I'm ready
I
for
was
you.
saying it in the chat. You ready for this? I'm the one that asked for Mike McCarthy, right? But tonight, I'm going to say it. Fire McCarthy. Bring in Bill Belichick.
Well, go ahead.
I don't care what nobody says. After what I saw, that playbook is out there open. It's just not. I have to fire Mike McCarthy, man. You got 3rd and 1 with Ezekiel Elliott on the sideline.
Yeah.
He was there for 2 passing plays before, and then you decide to pass to Hunter Lipsky and then incomplete. No, bro, they ain't right. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on. I'm not happy with what I see. We need to dominate these games.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, man. Great call from you, man. My dog. Hey, let's celebrate his victory Friday.
Hey, everybody else got a long time. You better talk to me, Rob.
Go
I'm
on
in
with
the
it.
store.
You in the store?
I'm out here sitting out in the rain watching the thing. Talk to me, man.
Wait a minute. We ain't ready to tuck you in tonight, man. Hey.
Talk to me a little bit, man. I'm saying. I don't know if my car's going to be out there tomorrow.
Yeah, man. But I appreciate you, man. I think it's. He's like, hey, wait a minute. Where you going, Law? Boy, you crazy as a cat hair, man. But, man, I appreciate you, man. But let me hear you say it, though, bro.
Friday, look, I got a comedy special being recorded this weekend, if everything is still on, in St. Pete, Florida, ready for it. But how about them Cowboys, though?
How about him, man? That's my guy, man. You know, yeah. He got on to me earlier this week talking about, hey, man, you thirst trapping, you know, and everything.
Oh, yeah, Law had on that tank top on that video.
Hey, man, I'm trying to get my, what's it dude, D'Angelo, whoever, how does it feel type of feel. Appreciate you, man. No doubt, man. That's my guy, man. According to information that's out here, Jeremy Fowler reports Micah Parsons' left foot is moving around the Cowboys locker room with a slight limp. He told, hold on, I got some more updates. More updates. Ooh, I got some more updates. Boy, they own it, man. They own it. He's just like Limp told everybody, the teammates, that he'll be good. And all we need is for him to have some of that Jason Witten blood, you know. Hopefully that will help him out. But according to Nick Harris, Cowboys defensive end Micah Parsons says the x-rays are negative on his left ankle, and he is seen limping around the locker room and seen to be in high spirit, had a nice ice wrap on his ankle, and then just wrapped it up and departed the locker room. So he's going to wrap it up. I encourage him to take the shoes off and, you know, walk barefooted on the earth, let the earth re-heal him up and all of that good stuff. But it seems like he's in good spirit, and that is good report. That's good news from Nick Harris, who's doing an unbelievable job, man, for what he does with one of the beat reporters for the Cowboys, or working within the confines of the Cowboys information there. So that's good to know. So Micah Parsons, I'm not saying that he will be ready against the Steelers, but 9 times out of 10, you know, we will get a Micah Parsons special right here on Bleacher Report of him talking about it. Ain't that right, y'all? So that's the update, Tron, on Micah Parsons. I got Point Dexter from the 409, what's on your mind? And then we have Lady Jessica from the 903. But Point Dexter, you're live on the Nation, man. Talk to me, man. What you got?
You're going to talk to me, Law. You're going to talk to me. Hey, man.
Don't leave me, girl. Please stay with me.
Oh,
yeah, that's my guy, man. You know, don't leave me now.
It's so good to be laughing on a victory. You know what I mean?
Yeah, really laughing it up now, man. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Man, but I tell you, you know, a lot of people come in, they talking about, well, we didn't do this, we didn't do that, we didn't do this. We got to win, and our team showed heart. Yeah. We went down to like the 5th cornerback. You hear what I'm saying? People was out there getting hurt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we had audacity to sit up here and try to criticize these dudes out here playing with heart, man. And
short week.
I enjoyed the game because I seen my team playing with heart, and that's what I look for. I look for my team to play with heart.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed the victory, man, because as you know, victories don't come easy in the NFL.
It don't, man.
They just don't come
hard,
easy.
Hard.
And I'm enjoying life. I'm enjoying Cowboys. I'm enjoying you. Now, we're going to see the film. We're going to have a breakdown and stuff.
Yeah.
But I did see Guyton with his hands inside, pancaking the dude and getting called for holding, man.
Yeah.
What else are you supposed to do? You know what I'm saying?
That was a solid rep when he had his hands inside and then the guy turned. So they're looking for them shoulders to turn. And that's what they call it. At the last minute, the person that flashes at the last minute. I know you a ref. I know you officiate some games, but that's how it goes, man. Subjective calls.
Yeah. Well, I think they got a rookie and teaching them, hey man, put that arm over. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna push this way, and he's gonna get a holding call.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he's a rookie, man. He's gonna work through them things.
Yeah.
We got a long week to work through a whole lot of things to get some people healthy, to get some people back.
Right.
Now we're gonna watch the films and stuff later. But as I said, watching the game, I was just happy that my team went out there and played with heart. And, that's what you want.
Yeah.
That's what you want. They play winning football. Yeah, everybody makes mistakes. There's going to be mistakes during the game. I really hate when I hear a lot of people early in the game saying, oh, we're going to lose because of this, or we're going to lose because of that. Or Man, look, CeeDee Lamb got 98 yards. Everybody, he should have had 120. Oh, we got 80 yards rushing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? We should have had 150. We held them to 26 yards. You know what I'm saying? We should have held them to 5. Come on, man. We won the game.
Amen.
We won the game. Yeah, it's going to be plenty of time to work on stuff, but we won the game, man, and I'm happy, and I'm going to say it one more time. How about them Cowboys?
Yeah, that's my guy Paul Dexter, man. Let's record that one, man. Appreciate him for calling in. Me calling the play-by-plays, I'm very animated, and I give you guys a lot of energy. I try to be transparent with you guys because I'm only giving you guys about 70 to maybe at the most 75% of me, right? Because there's other percentages out there, you know what I'm saying? But I got to understand that I'm live, I'm on the camera, and it's a very difficult thing to do to call play-by-play. And, you might read a comment, somebody talking about you got something in your nose or your eyes are crazy, or, hey, here's James Harden, all of those distractions. But it's meant to be entertaining, right? And we only got a spoonful of games in the NFL, only 17. And I love this, man. I love calling the play-by-plays, and I love being my real, authentic self to a degree, only 70 to 75%, right? The other stuff I can't show y'all on camera, because it's get crazy. But neither here nor there. It's all about the enjoyment. If I were to start life all over again, I would do this. You know what I'm saying? I'll call and talk about the Cowboys. But the next person we got on the board is Lady Jessica from the 903. Appreciate y'all, man. Thank everybody. Be sure, hit the like, share this content, let people know where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys post-game reactions from Lady. You're live on the nation, man, from the 903. Talk to us.
I almost went to sleep on y'all.
You almost went to sleep? Come on, it's Victory Friday tomorrow. Come on with
it. I know it's Victory Friday. How about them Cowboys, y'all? I got neighbors, and I would like to scream.
I know you like to scream.
But how about them Cowboys? I'm proud of them. They pulled it off. I don't know why people are complaining. This is why I'm talking about law. Complaining if they win. A lot of them, you know why they complaining? Because I've seen a lot of them on Twitter talking about they wanted them to lose, because they talking bad about Jerry. But y'all got to realize, fans, Jerry Jones is the owner. He ain't going nowhere. God call him home. So y'all need to stop. Everybody just stop. Just try to encourage our boys. Just try to encourage the Cowboys to continue to fight and go win. I mean, come on, guys. Come on, y'all. We know Jerry Jones ain't going nowhere until he dies.
Unless something else,
Over there. And chill out.
Sean Jones, But yeah.
They won.
Yeah, they won.
I know other people are on here, and I'm about to go to bed. But y'all, it's Victory Friday tomorrow. Let's go and let the boys rest. I pray everybody come back healed. The dogs on their field. We just want them to come back and do the same thing in the next game. And y'all see that they have them all. They had no touchdown. Come on.
Come on with it.
They did something. They held them to nothing but field goals the whole game. Come on.
Well, let's get it.
Let's go. More protection for Dak. Give somebody out the man, because we don't need Dak hurt no more.
And let me hear you say it.
TVO. How about them Cowboys?
How about them Cowboys? Get you some rest, and hey, enjoy tomorrow. Victory Friday. Everything's going to be good Friday. Food, water, everything. Traffic. Yeah, you could be stuck in traffic. That's Lady Jessica, and you will still be happy. I'm telling y'all, man, everything. I love it when we win. Around Dallas, man, you can get a speeding ticket and be like, hey, officer, you see what I got on my chest, man? It's the stars, man. It's the stars shining bright. Hey, just slow it down next time, brother. You know what I'm saying? I encourage you guys not to speed, though, by the way. You know, it only work for certain people. You know what I'm saying? But it's just good when the Cowboys win, baby. And that's how it is, man. Everything. The food. The food tastes good, man. It's just like that, man. And speaking of that, I got the 585. You're live. Tyreek, talk to us, man. Talk to us, man.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on, Lord?
Not much, man.
Friday.
Victory.
Yeah, man. I'm like this, man. I'm happy with the win. Just to get a win.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna call for Mike McCarthy head too fast. Pause. But I'm also gonna say this though. I didn't like when he ran that reverse with CD at the end. That was real stupid.
Yeah, it's crazy at that point. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a dumb call, bro. Because it's like
third long after that.
You gotta put yourself in positions in future games. You might need, you know what I'm saying, you might need to go get a first down to go down and kick a field goal to get your kicker closer, or you might have to go down and score. You gotta run plays sometimes, you know, like real plays. That was playing it too close to the vest, you know what I'm saying? That could have backfired on us, but it didn't. So I'm happy about that. But I'm just like, he gotta quit being so damn conservative sometimes, because now I'm starting to see what they was talking about in Green Bay about him. He get too conservative. You know what I'm saying? Too predictable.
Very ultra conservative. I think that he needs someone like next to him, kind of like advising him, like, this is down and out distance. This is, you know, these sets of plays, man, will probably work good right now. The analytical team need to be talking to him, you know. And that's how I look at it.
And I'm kind of happy that Arby missed. I don't like him missing, but I'm happy that he missed in the game that we had secured in a sense.
Yeah.
Because now he's off of that cloud. Now he's back hungry again for future games. Because we don't have an easy schedule.
Yeah.
But I'm happy that the dude that said, that he'd be happy that if Michael Parsons is hurt. Man, get out of here with that, man. Nobody want to hear that, bro. I cringe when I see him go down like that.
Yeah,
I don't want to see none of our players go down like that. He's a star player, so we damn sure need him.
Well, he was saying it could be basically a blessing in disguise, but we all don't want that, you know. And I get it, you know. We like old boy said on Days of Future Past, I don't want your future, you know. And I think that was Charles Xavier. You know, I don't want that future because I know what we up against, and by far, regardless, teams stay up a little bit later to playing against Parsons. And is he having the kind of caliber of year that I thought that he would have under Mike Zim? No. Is he having the season that he previously had? No. I think we had lost a lot of guys that I hate to say this, that we kind of miss. I miss Fowler. I miss Armstrong at this point. I thought that these boys wasn't going to be missing. But to really look at that, and we didn't nearly replace those guys, if we were to replace them, then maybe we wouldn't miss them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All we did was elevated Chauncey, and we had the hopes that Sam Williams would have been able to be in the mix. But those two things are not happening.
But see, not to cut you off, Lord. Those two things, that's the thing I've been saying ever since Sam went down. Yo, you got a disgruntled person over there in Jetland. Go make the trade. Get a man some money so he can come help out, man. You never hurt your team by bringing in more stars to a team. We can use Hassan Reddick. Yeah. And at the same time, too, we need to unlock. I'm gonna keep saying it until they do it, man. They need to bring Flournoy up, man. This young dude need to get a chance, man. Because if we got wide receivers out here like goddamn Cooks and Tolbert, I don't see why he can't come up.
You know who Cooks is, and I hate to use this analogy, man. He's the baddie that from back in the day. You know, they'd be like, yeah, she bad. You know, but now you got her on your side, and now it's like you want to keep it because you knew of the past. I think that, and I hate to use that as an analogy, but that's the only way I could use it, y'all. So charge it to my head, not my heart. One catch out of 4 targets for 16 yards, and the one catch that he caught, he was wide open. But he is not catching contested catches. He is not, he's a body catcher, and he's not good on some of those routes. I've seen out there. I was there at training camp. I've seen Flo body catch or catch through traffic or run and catch the ball with his hand, grab the ball out of the sky and come down with the ball. I just don't see that enough from Cooks, and it's not enough to move the needle. And I think that other defensive players see that, so they're shooting through the body. They are bossing him up out there, and they waving him off when they line Cooks on the outside. Guess the craziest part of it all? Before I let you go, Tariq.
Yes.
The craziest part of it all is the one catch. Guess where he caught it from?
Where?
It's from the slot.
That's where you can use them at.
That's the way. But guess who else run all of their plays from? The star on our team.
Yeah, I understand that.
CeeDee Lamb. So the reason they got a log jam right there. We got a log jam.
The reason I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. If you give McCarthy more wide receivers, go back and watch his Green Bay days.
Yeah.
Get his dude more good wide receivers. We need another dog out there with CD to unlock him all the way. Because if you got to pay attention to somebody somebody could be just as good as Michael Gallup or better, it's going to open up that offense.
Yeah.
That's just how I feel about it.
We do, man. I appreciate you, Tyreek, man. Thank you so much, man, for calling in, man. It's a good call, Reek, man. And I hope y'all don't crucify me for that. But I have to tell y'all that, man. And we think the world of Cooks. I know he's a good locker room guy. He's a heads-up dude. He played with Tom Brady. His resume is impeccable with all of the other quarterbacks that he played with. But right now, man, are we trying to win resume talk or are we trying to win football games? It's just what I'm trying to ask. I'm trying to answer. I try to get the answer from someone. John Stevens still have hamstring issues that could linger. JB2 said, "Lord, you a wild man." But that's the only way I can put it, man. In the words of Clarence Hill, he's no good. Man, but let me let the next caller in, man, and this is my guy, Mario. You're live on the 615. You're live on the Nation. Talk to me, man.
You want a victory?
Yeah! What's good, man?
Damn!
Yeah, we got a victory, man.
Oh, yeah, man, but I like that win, man. I feel like it might be the year, man. The way we need some adversity and the way that we fighting through, I feel like we gonna take it all the way this year, man. Because we used to blowing people out and then getting in the playoffs in a type of game like that, we'll mess it up, jag it up. But we fight through this early part, little close score game and learn how to win, we might be celebrating, man. And another thing, I think we going undefeated on the road this year. Don't tell nobody I told you.
We got to play Steelers next week, and we just got to.
Listen, man, we're going undefeated on the road. because at home, because I was at that Saints game, we ain't really got no home crowd, bro.
It's flat, that's what they say.
My cousin a Saints fan, and he was running up and down the aisle. Ain't nobody telling him to sit his ass down or nothing. And they ain't got no hearts in that at the stadium.
So it's the inverse.
I feel like we're going to be some road warriors this year. I feel like we going deep in the playoffs, possibly to the Super Bowl. I also feel like Brandon Cooks is the new Michael Gallup, man. We gotta do me a favor, tell Brandon Cooks to lean forward a little bit.
Oh my God, you do that for my guy, Brandon Cooks. Oh my God, Brandon gonna call me tonight, man. You know he be boxing with my guy T-Mac, man. And I hate beating up Cooks, but what else? What? Let me ask you this.
What more do you want from me?
What do we supposed to say, man? Like literally, man. Like he's not catching the contested catches, right? There was a chart line that I had out there earlier this week. His average yards of separation is less than a yard. Their league average is 2.96. His is less than a yard. So what else do we supposed to say?
Well, I think that they're using him wrong because if you look at him, he got a problem stopping. That's not like he's not shifty enough to like play the slot because he can't like stop. Like he like fast, but if you look at him, no comeback routes, it takes so much for him to stop because him being that small, you would think why wouldn't we just use him in the slot? But he can't like go lateral real fast. He can go straight real fast, and he can't really put that foot in the ground and come back. So I feel like either we're going to have to get Flournoy to come on up or we're going to have to get us another receiver, man.
Man, we got to, man.
I still think that
in closing. In closing, though, Mario, what else you got?
That old line, man, we need to work on that. And, I think that Dak looking good, CD looking good, and we going to the ship, man.
See.
And if you know it, sing along. How about them Cowboys?
Yeah, how about the Cowboys? How about them, man? Appreciate you, man. See, man. See, they gonna look out of all of the conversations in the world. People gonna take that and say, "Look, here we go again. The 2-2 Cowboys going to the championship." And I love his optimism, man. I can't take that away from Dog. You know, a lot of people had us going 2-2 right now. It's just that how we got 2-2, it wasn't like what people thought it would be. People had us losing against the Browns. We beat the Browns. People had us losing against the Ravens, and of course, we lost to the Ravens, right? But the 2-2 came out the best way possible, and that's just how it goes. Fortunately. So we start back at 0, y'all. The season starts now. Yeah, the season starts now, ladies and gentlemen. Versus the Steelers. That's when the season really starts. We 2-2. And a lot of people, let me know in the chat if y'all had us 2-2 right now. You know, I think I had us around at 3-1. You know, the optimism side to me, but I still got us winning. I still got us going to the playoffs. So don't shank me with the butter knife. From the 803 Thunder, you live Thunderbird / Pool Boy. Why I got you listed as that? Come on with it.
I honestly don't know why you got listed because I done changed the name to DC for like Mr. Brightside 100.
Okay, let me update it, man. Maybe one day you were calling in and you had a Thunderbird, man. I don't know.
It was like that. Now I done switched it up, Law, but
DC for life.
Keep it short, Law.
I
love your content, my boy. I'm trying to do my own thing with the content, but I love the dub. It was an ugly win. The win's a win, but if I got to be honest, I wasn't too impressed.
Oh, no. It wasn't impressive.
I wasn't too impressed.
Yeah.
I was not impressed.
Yeah.
It's too many missed tackles, too many penalties. We were all over the place on defense. We did our job on defense, but we just it seemed like we still were just a little discombobulated. Like I don't know what was going on with us. Like offense, you know, Dak was gonna get together sooner or later.
Right.
We knew that.
Right.
We know that. We knew that was gonna get together.
Yeah.
But it's just, I don't know.
Yeah.
I still got hope for my boys. I love my boy. I take the ugly dub.
Yeah.
Victory Friday, I take it. But man, we got to tighten up some bolts.
Man, come on with it.
We got to tighten them up, because we don't tighten them up, man. This season here going to be, they're going to be rough riding right here.
Man, it's gonna be a long one, man. But long as we tighten up the bolts, man. And she told us she was gonna cook some steak, we would had our mouth set up for like a T-bone or ribeye, you know what I'm saying? Wagyu or something like that, but it was Salisbury.
Yes,
it was Salisbury. So
Salisbury steak.
Salisbury steak tonight, man, and just smother mines over some rice or something, you know what I'm saying, and some gravy or some mashed potatoes. So that's just what it is. We just make a meal out of it. That's all we doing.
Yeah,
DC.
We gonna make a meal. We made a meal out of it.
We made a meal out of it, man. Yeah. And we ate, so we full. You know what I'm saying? And that's all that matter, man.
You already know how to thriller network going to they beat the Giants. Hey, man, we ain't worried about that.
Yeah.
Our boys came out there to play. Even when we lost defensive players, I give my defense one thing. Hey, them boys still went out there to play. Overshown showed up. Lewis showed up.
Yeah.
Hendricks showed up. And even Nealon.
Kneeling with the sack, man. So.
Oh yeah, he was. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Nealon was on point this game. I ain't gonna lie.
I think we had 2 sacks in this game. Let me make sure. We had 2 sacks. I believe.
It was about 2 sacks.
Law had a sack. Law got 3 sacks for the season. if so, you know what I'm saying. So no, they only counted it as 1. So tackle for loss for Law. So yeah. So man, I think that we okay, man. We just gotta
Yeah. Well, that's why I've been telling my mother and my father we gonna be all right.
We gonna be all right. See. Now you talked yourself into it. You was impressed a little bit, yeah.
A
little bit, she done fooled around, got that Salisbury steak smothered with some damn onions and stuff now, caramelized onions and a whole bunch of gravy sauce and stuff. It made a meal out of it, man. Come on.
Mushrooms and peppers.
Mushrooms and peppers. She made a meal out of it. So hey, keep it for another week, man. So appreciate you. Thank you so much for calling in, man. Let me hear you say it then. Let me hear you say it.
How about them boys?
How about him, man? See, that's my guy. Went from Thunderbird from D.C. to D.C. for life and some Salisbury steak. See, sometimes we can get mad because it's not the thing that we originally wanted, right? Have you ever been like that? And then you realize, it's more good, man. Hey, pass me that cornbread, though. Make sure mine's a little, I don't want the Drake. I don't want the light-skinned cornbread. Get mine a little bit in the oven, man. Not the Drake cornbread. Yeah. So now we a little bit more impressed, right? Come on with it. Come on. Take this win and be happy on Victory Friday. That's right around the corner. We got a few more calls, but I just want to let people know we got guests over here on the Bleacher Report, and I thank all of the people on the Bleacher Report. If you like what you're hearing, and if you are in the chat area, can you put 1 in the chat on the Bleacher Report side, and also if you on your other pages, put 1 in the chat if you like what you're hearing so far. I got from the 717, then we have the 469. For the 717, you're live on the Nation. Talk to us. Yeah, what up?
So barely a win, bro.
Hey, Salisbury steak. It's a Salisbury steak, man. It's a win, man. It's not how we want it, but at least we didn't barely lose, right? Yeah, man, we need to come back to him, man. He sleep. He was so mad he went to sleep and said, I barely win. All right, Tim, you're live from the 469. What's up? What you got?
How about them Cowboys?
How about them, man? Woo! How about them, man? Talk to me, man.
I'll tell you right now, I'm eating a midnight Cowboy steak right now with mashed potatoes on the side.
Okay.
The color, let me tell you the color is. The color is half blue and half silver. And it got a story in the middle. That's the steak.
Oh, man,
Then I got my knife ready, and I got my fork ready. And right now I got a giant right here sitting right next to me and help me eating it right now.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I love to hear, man.
I'm proud we won and a good win.
All right.
And I'm grateful we won because it gives us the energy to what we need to fight this game, to fight the next game, to fight. So sometimes you go through a bad start in a season.
Yeah.
You know, we've been through worse times than this.
Yeah.
People, let me tell you something, fans. We've been through hard times.
Right.
But you'll go through hard times, you'll go through good times. But you got to fight through the hard times. Come on now.
Yeah.
Before you get to the good times.
Yeah.
So we are fighters. That's what we do. We ride that horse, we fight. We never lose a battle. But I'm telling you right now, even though we lost some spirit in the last couple of games, but we catching that spirit back up. We come in, when I'm telling you something, we will win some couple more games.
Right.
After this, we will more games and more games.
Just stack them on top of each other. And we look back at this, man, and say, man, you know, it was a divisional game on the road, coming off of a short week, emotional loss last week, and we could just count this. It's better to win by 5 than lose by 5, and just sweep this under the rug and keep moving.
I want to shout out to my field goal kicker, number 17. You did a good job. I love you, man. And I miss my boy Sam Cook, and I miss my boy cornerback number 26.
No doubt,
I think
man.
he should be coming back pretty soon.
No doubt. Let's get him back.
And then what was I say? I really want the Cowboys to really trade Cooks for Cooper. And I'm saying, like, you know, for Murray Cooper. So I think we need him back.
No
That would be nice if we had Cooper back because they'll take a pressure off of CeeDee Lamb. Because CeeDee Lamb, you know, these guys double covering him. He's going to do a lot of pressure, and he's a good wide receiver. I love him. He got a good long touchdown today. You know, but that put a lot of pressure. That put through a lot of pressure. So we need to reset pressure.
No doubt.
We need to have a dangerous wide receiver.
No doubt, Tim, man. I appreciate you, man. Let me hear you say it before I let you rock on up out of here, bro.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Come on with it, man. Come on, man. Yeah, let's get on up out of here, man. I got Dak Prescott at the podium, man. Appreciate NFL on CBS. Let's see what they're talking about.
It was huge. Yeah, after obviously losing 2, especially at home. Coming on the road, first division game. Division wins are always tough. As I said, then you add on the road. Before a long weekend, puts a better taste in our mouth. But at the end of the day,
the Salisbury steak.
As I've said, even after those 2 losses, a couple weeks, or the past 2 weeks, it's a process. So we're not gonna get complacent. We're not gonna get overexcited about what we've done tonight. It's about building, and it's about figuring out what we can do better in all phases. But it's a lot easier to do that with the win.
Yes, indeed, man. Appreciate everybody, man, for tuning in. That is Dak Prescott. He's talking about the taste of victory. 20-15. Wins are hard to come by in the National Football League. Would I love 34 or 35 or 37? Would I love a 40? But guess what? In the column of the win to loss ratio, it still all counts the same. You know, all I can say is that you better be glad about this victory, because as ugly as it may seem to be, it's still a win. And I want you guys to be as excited as anything else, because knowingly that they would still measure us. If we win, they talk about us. Put it like this: even if we were 4-0 right now, 4-0 Cowboys, 4-0 Cowboys, what they'd be saying? They'd be all on the sides of saying, oh, man, Super Bowl now is all pom-poms and champagnes and all of that other stuff, right? But right now, we still in the thick of it. Plenty of football left, and you don't want to peak now. You want to peak in December, and that's the way I'm looking at it. 20-15 is the final score, ladies and gentlemen. Let's let one more caller in, and we go on with the clear waters of Florida from the 727. You're live on the Nation. Talk to us, man.
What's going on, love?
Not much, man. What you got?
Hey, Man, look, so I flew out to Dallas. I was out there last week. Pitiful, bro. Just to let you know, man, I wasn't even really rocking with this team to start the season.
Right.
I didn't expect much. You don't do anything all off season. You blind us with is Dak getting paid, is CeeDee Lamb getting paid.
Right.
We didn't do anything to upgrade this team. I think the biggest problem we have is coaching and fundamentals. All off season, and respect to you, Law, respect to everybody that I pay attention to that
Appreciate
does this content thing. You guys were big on Zimmer.
Yeah,
so
we
I
were
got big on Zimmer, right?
Right.
That little clip you play, with him getting hyped on the sideline, cussing people out. I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, this right here.
Get your up there, contain the damn ball.
Yeah,
that one right there.
He
that
don't
one right
exist.
There. That's not the guy I'm seeing. That's not the guy I'm seeing on the
him.
sideline, Law. That's not who I'm seeing. When he talked in a press conference, remember before he actually had communication with Parsons, what did he speak about Parsons? What he was going to do with Parsons? We ain't seen that yet. And the reason why I feel like that right there is a flaw is because he's not winning on the edge. And he ain't even doing a great job at setting the edge. Our cornerbacks won't come down and tackle. Defensive tackles still can't get any pressure. Maz is getting thrown off the ball. 2 weeks ago, I seen Phillips take flight backwards. Shit's crazy.
Yeah.
So when we talk about going win for win and stacking wins, I just think, what are we talking about in the bigger picture? We went 12-5 the last 3 years. What are we doing?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we got some money in the bank. Maybe we use it. Maybe we actually identify people who could really maybe help us do some things, but like I started off with, I feel like it's coaching. He has no scheme.
Right.
Even the first 15, I feel like, how'd you put that together? Like, I feel like it's like we hopped on Madden, and who hop on Madden with a scheme? That's Mike McCarthy in my mind.
Right.
We won this game because Dak is familiar and comfortable versus the Giants. This was not a team win. You know what I'm saying? This was a willed win, right? Wherever they mustered that from, it's false advertising, because we're going to start playing some real teams. And like I told my mans last night, I'm tired of every time we go into a fight, we act like we don't know how to fight. That shit be pissing me off. These grown men, Parsons, will go get on this podcast, and respect to him. I have no problem with him doing this podcast. But the problem that I have is, you can't tell me you went from not talking to that man, him saying what he said in his press conference about how he wanted to utilize him, and he's still on that edge. There's a reason why he's on that edge. We all know it. He's chasing that bag at the detriment to the team. When he came in, he was a lion. Anybody who goes into the Dallas Cowboys, I feel like, gets suppressed. We zoo him, put him right in the zoo. We only want amped up to a certain level. You know what I mean? And he's cool with it. So let's not be blinded with, we just got to come together and be focused and stay in our jobs and do our job. That's not what it is. You in the wrong position. Even if they put Carl Lawson on the edge, just to set the tone on the edge, make an edge, have him blitz over the center gap, do something like that. But we're not doing that. So when it comes down to us playing these real teams, I'm not sure where we're gonna feel like we get the scheme. I feel like if we happen to beat them, it's because they lost the game.
Wow.
So, like, I'm not big on this team. I had a great time in Dallas.
Right.
But like your man said, we don't even have a home field advantage. So I just don't know where we going. You know what I'm saying? So, like, okay, so say we do get squeak into the playoffs, right, Law? I'm talking to you, Law. So say we squeak in, right? Right? Say we squeak in.
Okay.
And we lose. Say we win the first game. We lose the second one. So what? So what?
Wait a minute, man.
So because I'm asking.
Hold on from Clearwaters. Hold on, Clearwaters, man. God, you give me time to digest this. Let me get
run it up.
You run it up. If y'all want me to go overtime, put one in the chat, because this brother is on fire.
His brother's on fire. Lord. I'm glad I'm your last one. Let's talk.
Well, keep it going, man. Good, great. Keep going.
So I just feel like at the end of the day, we doing it all for naught. Like, we got a little money in the bank, whoop-de-doo. We've had plenty more and did nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like he says he'll do anything to win.
Right.
And does nothing. So I don't want to fall for the propaganda. I love the content law. You, Vach, Sky, all you guys, McCoy, everybody. I pay attention because I love this team and I'm ride or die. But I'm not about to sit here and I'm listening to the people ahead of me. And I'm like, yo, I love that they can still have that in them. Maybe I pay attention. I work overnight, so I'm listening to you overnight. And I'm focused on it. So when y'all speak, I'm listening. So, like, I'm absorbing this information and I'm looking at this game and I'm just like, yo, this is the Giants and respect to them. But, like, yeah, we supposed to win. We won by 5. What does that tell you when we play better teams? And he had no scheme versus the Giants, where his quarterback feels like he could shred them just doing his thing. Mike McCarthy didn't even have a plan for this brother. And everybody want to talk about his money. Everybody want to talk about Dak don't perform in the playoffs. Tell me when they put a team behind him in the playoffs. Tell me when these people, Patrick Mahomes going in the playoffs with no team. Purdy could be Purdy. They could do plug and play. Why? There's a fucking scheme.
Wow. Yo, man.
We don't have that. Let's not get confused. We got a marketing system over here. Other than that, we have nothing. And I need to calm down because my baby girl's sleeping in the other room.
She up now. She gonna grow up in a cowgirl. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I went out there last week and I'm like, yo, at least we should have a home field advantage. I'm hearing on the monitors to tell us to be quiet. Like, bruh, it's like I don't get it. I just don't get it, you know. And when I listen to these fans, I'm like, man, like, okay, do y'all want to win? Dak locked up, CD locked up, but tell me where this team go from there. We don't win the Super Bowl. Where do we go from there? We won't have a low enough draft pick to get anybody really, you know, that's not already picked over the first 1 or 2. So it's just, where do we go from here? Man. You know, and Steven been running the organization. So everybody worrying about where Jerry going. Hell, we got another 40.
40 years with Steven.
Come on.
Oh, my gosh, man.
You old enough to see the championships, man. I was 3 and 6, maybe. I don't know, but it's I don't know when I'm going to see it, bro.
Man, bro. Yeah. As of September the 26th, we don't look like a Super Bowl team. I can give you that, right? What are, you know, and I don't have any words. You cornered me with everything because I got no rebuttal, because I can't say that I came away from this game 1,000% confident that we can win like this with 11 to 12 penalties, right? With no identity on the ability to run, with wide receivers not getting separations, with defenses that we are hoping and praying that they can figure out ways to tackle out in space. And it is very cause to ring the alarm. What are some of the positive things that you saw? I know you had to see something positive out of this game.
I like to see
the fight, right? The resiliency.
I like to see Lukey being involved, but once again, nothing looks schematic. Everything looks like he just picked the square or triangle button. It's you feel what I'm saying? Like, it's
no strategy.
It's nothing that comes to you and hits you like, whoa, that could carry on to next week. You know what I'm saying? And for somebody who's supposed to be coaching for his job or would like a future job somewhere else, I'm just like, he gonna go into them talking about the last 3 seasons? Because this shit about to get ugly. Look at the schedules from last 3 versus this year. It's not in our favor. It's not at all. You know, it's not at all. So I don't see us making this major move in the playoffs at all. Everything is on Dak's head. Like you said, we have no secondary wide receiver. My mans want to see Flournoy. In my back of my mind at work, I've been wanting to see Flournoy.
Right.
Hell, I've been wanting to see Cooks. But then I'm thinking to myself, the nigga, he can't make it himself on the field. Why I got to wish him there? So, like the answer wasn't on the team in preseason, and it still ain't on the team now. These people know that. They the ones making this money. And Will McClay, I give him mad respect, because when he hit, but when he missed big. And it's that spots where, like, this is my law. Okay. We go into the draft, right? Say we do whatever this season. We go into the draft. What we looking for? A defensive tackle, a running back? a running back law? We supposed to spend first round pick on a running back? Shouldn't we have gotten that at least 2 years ago when we picked up Schoolmaker bitch ass? Or how about last year in the third, fourth, or fifth round when all those good running backs were still available? But now we got to go spend the first. You feel what I'm saying? Like it's stupid and it's backwards. No contracts they ever make pan out for the better. They want to hold like they want to hold off on the contracts when it could have helped us in the offseason to get other people just to give the man what he wanted anyway.
Man, bro, you on fire. It seemed like, man, you waited all this off season to the season to this point.
I didn't know you was gonna make me wait to the last hole. Man, I'm glad I did.
I'm glad you did, man. You brought the fire to the house, man. The good thing that I can take away from this, and you know, I'm always trying to find that positive angle, right? The good thing that I can take away from this, and I only have your name. What's your name, bro? Because I'm calling you clear water over here, man. What's your name, man?
No, it's Run It Up. I spoke to you last one, maybe last season. You had to get off camera. You came back. I was still cooking. This is nothing new. It's Run It Up.
Run it up. Hold on. Run it up. Okay, I got you saved now. I just want to say this. Run it up. Back to what my guy 100 grand said.
Anton, I ain't tripping, bro. I'm just passionate.
I know we all passionate about this because we looking for solutions, right? We ain't finna be sitting here saying we looking for solutions, right?
Guys, what are we talking about? It was the Giants. Did you have us losing beforehand?
No, we literally everybody had us winning this game, right? This game and the Saints game, but it didn't work out that way.
I'm talking about the bigger picture.
Yeah.
I'm talking about bigger picture.
I'm talking about
bigger picture, fella.
And back to me because you go into the chat, man. The chat gonna take you down to a quicksand. But what I'm gonna say is, before the season started, a lot of people had us beating the Saints and the Giants. They had us losing against the Browns and the Ravens, right? We still 2-2, regardless of it. Now, granted, hear me out. I'm not trying to sugarcoat this thing. I'm not. I'm definitely not. I take away from what 100 grand said. It was a short week. They didn't do a lot of installments, and it was just.
What is it coming?
Yeah. It was just okay. They put lipstick. The butt is still there now, but we didn't look poised enough. If we look like that, what is it, second series or third series that my guy Lamb scored on, he had a 94-yard thing or what have you. If we look like that the entirety of the game, then maybe we can sit back and say, yeah, the Cowboys are now warming up. My thing is what they got to do now is take this W, pocket this one, and figure out how to beat the Steelers. I think that will give you momentum, and then we got to figure out how to beat the Lions. And if that happened, if they go on this little win spree, and then you hit the bye week again, then we can start talking. But yes, to a degree, Mike McCarthy doesn't look like he's doing everything and anything in his power to win, right? It just seems as if though his version of his back is against the wall is lackadaisy for right now. And you're right. You took every word out of my mouth. I have no rebuttal for you. Run it up. You won tonight, man. Give yourself some flowers.
I wish you had something for me.
I wish I did, man. But, man, all I can say is I don't like coaches going through this process because there's so many things to deal with families, right? I don't like – it's like having a temp job. Mike McCarthy is on a temp job. Mike Zim is on a temp job. All of their staff members on a temp job. It's a day-to-day, week-to-week situation. And that's a lot of stress.
Don't we pay our coaching staff like almost the least in the league?
We do.
For all of us, for them to make all this money, so you get what you pay for. I mean, if some man hit you up and say, yo, I do tattoos for $50 for the low, you going?
No.
Like, you get what you pay for. I don't understand where do you see other teams coming and poaching our coaches? Like, where? Like Quinn had that job lined up. You can't tell me he didn't have that job lined up. So, who go poaching off us? Nobody. Yeah. So the scheme not coming. The new opponent will arrive, but the scheme will be the same.
Right.
Because if not, why are they not already? Did you see my man miss that open tackle?
Yeah.
Why ain't he on the bench after that play? See, there's no accountability. So, I don't want to take up your time. I know it's late. Brother, I respect what you do. Nation, it's all love. And man, look, Cowboys up, man. But I promise you, it's a cycle we in, bro. Purgatory.
Purgatory, man. Great call from Run It Up, man, from the 727, man. Clearwater, Florida. That was a great call from him, man. All I can say is, man, put some fire in the chat and flames in the chat. That was still an objective take. I get it. Some people say, hey, let's be positive about this, but I look at it like this. And that episode, that part of it, was so fire that if you go to the Bleacher app right now, you can hear that episode or hear that segment. It says, "Have the Cowboys regressed?" And let me know in the chat, did the Cowboys regress? I like to play the numbers thing. Put 1 in the chat if we regress. Put 0 in the chat if we didn't. And I want to know. I want to do a quick poll on that because I'm just sitting back waiting for something to ignite with this team, something that we can really take away and say, yeah, Lamb was unbelievable, or Cook showed up, the unknown. 40-ounce, which is Hunter Luepke, I think that he's doing a great job for what it has done for him out there on the field. But have we regressed? I see a lot of ones in there. I see a lot of ones, no zeros, and a lot of people agreeing with my guy. Yeah. And it's sad, man, because although we didn't lose a lot of pieces. Tony Pollard, Tyron Smith, Tyler Biotish, Dante Fowler, Dorrance Armstrong. Those are the guys we lost. J-Ron Curse, I think he's still out there on the streets, by the way. We lost Gilly, Stephon Gilmore, for those who don't know his nickname. This is from Richardson on the Bleacher Report, all the way from the Bleacher Statements. I actually like Nealon and Lawson. Lawson, to a degree, I was really mad at him. Number 55 for being offside. He took an INT away, right? Action Powell says this is a 2024 version of Jason Garrett. Y'all let me know, man, what coach in a contract year made a deep run in the playoffs? Have it ever been done before? The last time I've seen a person bet on himself to ultimately win it all was a guy by the name of Joe Flacco. I forgot what Super Bowl it was, but I remember people didn't believe in Joe Flacco, and he was on that team. Unbelievable defense, by the way. And shout out to Jacoby. May he rest in peace. But that was the only team that I can recall and that was the quarterback, not even the head coach. It was like Joe Flacco. And I think that year, I believe the Cowboys still paid Tony Romo, right? That was the year that, that we went 8-8, and then we were looking at the two things on how to approach that. But neither here nor there. We never had that type of kind of caliber of defense like the Ravens did that year. But that's a whole nother conversation. Beat the 49ers, the 2012 Ravens. That was the 2012 Ravens. That was the only time I've known of a situation like that. And it was the quarterback. I don't know any other situation where it's the head coach, the offensive, who is the offensive coordinator and the head coach, and Mike Zim, who's the defensive guy. That's all in 1 year. We're all on 1-year contracts to ultimately make a deep run or win the Super Bowl. So Jerry Jones trying to do new stuff, man. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. What we're going to do on the Bleacher side is we're going to end it on the Bleacher Report side. I really appreciate you guys for tuning in. If you guys like what you heard, do me a huge favor. Sharing is caring. Share this around on all of the networks that you guys could possibly be on. And let people know where to go when it's time to tune in to post-game analysis and commentary and call-ins. We try to be a major interactive show. We have about eight people still on the call lines, and I can't get to all 8 of you guys. But I really appreciate you guys so much, man. I love y'all to the moon and back. The Cowboys are 2-2 at this point. It comes back that Michael Parsons' X-rays were negative. So he'll be okay. He'll ice it up. Hopefully we get a chance to hear from him on Bleacher Report, Micah Parsons, the Edge, and hear his side of the story of what happened in this game. Next week we'll play against the Steelers, who going to play through the echoes of the whistle. There's no end for them boys over there. And the Cowboys got to be ready for that. And then it's not comfortable because the next week we go home and we play against the Lions. But before then, we got T.J. Watt. Y'all know who he is, right? And then we have Aiden Hutchinson. Y'all know who he is. So Terrence Steele, Tyler Guyton, we need for those boys on the edge to stand tall or not at all in this mix. And they got to perform a whole lot better, man. And we're looking for those things out of those boys, ladies and gentlemen. As we depart on one side from another, my name is Law Nation Sports. We talk Cowboys football and beyond. And it's always a pleasure talking to the boys over there. Appreciate everybody, man. One love, DC for life. Peace. We out on the bleacher side. Come on with it. And thank everybody, man, for y'all support. As we depart, ladies and gentlemen, y'all know how this is. Y'all know how this is. Coach Marv, I see you, fam. I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for your support and your love over here. He says, Law, what's your thoughts about unity as a team? I forgot to look at that. I forgot to look at, after every play, do these guys kind of rally together and these sorts of things. I forgot to do that, Coach. So I flunked that homework assignment tonight. But I can tell you, Amani, the guy that caught that INT at the end, I think that everybody kind of rallied around him to a degree, right? And it was a good situation in that light or in that situation there. So I would say that, Coach. But overall, I get what my guy what was that? Run It Up. I get what he was saying from Clearwater, Florida. It's not a lot of promising, right? But sometimes, you can say, okay, all right, Salisbury steak with gravy. Maybe next time we put a little onions in there, green kind or the purple kind, more flavoring, right? You get a little cornbread with mine, right? Maybe she work on her meal, maybe you smother it with some good gravy, right? Sometimes a meal is a meal. And what we got to do to get back on this nice and more productive conversation on the right type of food. Law, we are undisciplined and unprepared, Action Powell. Mental mistakes. I've watched my guy Okoye go through this process of saying that, most of the things that we miss out on are mental. Maybe I hate to say simplified a little bit, Sam, but maybe that is the thing. Quinn did a great job of simplifying things, right? Made it simple. But then it comes with its pitfalls. When you're going up against playoff teams, the simpler your defense is, the more they can pick it apart. That's the other part. So, damn if you do, damn if you don't, ladies and gentlemen. That's all I can say. Miles says Minnesota's 3-0. In 2019, the Cowboys were 3-0, right? Let me know what happened at the end of that year, right? Okoye be knowing, accumulating knowledge over years of experience. That's why he know too, by the way. But, ladies and gentlemen, it was always great talking to you guys that's tuning in. Do me a huge favor. Hit the like, share this content. At the end of the day, Cowboys are victorious. We 2-2, not 1-3. So Jerry Jones may keep his job. He ain't getting fired anyway. He gonna talk a lot of stuff this week. Watch. Yeah. But what this should show, that we need another wide receiver. We need to make a solution with this run game. 3, we need edge rushers, right? 4, we need to rearrange some stuff with our safeties. And 5, we need to do more motions, play actions, and Dak got to get in rhythm a whole lot faster. Those are the things that we need to do. Streaming for a different defensive coordinator will not save you. Streaming for another coach as it relates to Mike McCarthy right now will not save you. This is the bed that we are in right now. We done already went through installments and all of that, so it's already at its peak of the information that we can digest, right? So now we just got to stand tall and fight it. This is the decision that we decided. Now we do have $27 million, ladies and gentlemen. 27. So we need to figure out how to utilize and use that money for those acquisitions. Unless through some strange way, osmosis, that these boys are going to play better. We can sound the horn for Bland to get back. And maybe he can change some things up. But we got to ride this one out. Old folks said, ride the horse you rode in on. Luther had a song that said, love the one you're with. That's what we got to do. And right now, Giant Nisha, or however you want to call her, she's ugly, but we going to take her out. Yeah. Yeah. She may have one eye that's kind of off a little bit. And she's a little weird. Maybe she got hairy legs. We got some razor blades and some things we can shave her around. But she can throw down though, huh? She can cook. Come on with it. So stand tall with it. Come on, Kendall Green says, Law, stop the cap. You know we're trash. But even a steak can fall into the trash can, right? As they say, old folks say, even a trash can get a steak. So anything you're throwing at me, I won't flip it back on you. You know what I'm saying? I'm like Biggie Smalls over here. You know what I'm saying? I'm like Biggie Smalls. I turn a negative into a positive, baby. So ain't nothing y'all can throw at me right now. You know, come on with it.
She thinking small. We need to be thinking big.
Think big, baby.
You need to be thinking big. You need to be thinking big. Think big.
Ain't nothing somebody can throw at me negative right now. A win is a win. Yeah. Ain't nothing. You can't stop me from speaking positivity and life into this situation. Right? You can't stop me from doing it. Now maybe we had a lose in this thing. Maybe we can go back and forth with this, but a win is a win. Ugly but deadly. Sometimes I'm thinking about this. Even the thief on the cross, he was looking over and he said, hey, come on, man. And then the Messiah himself said, this day you will be with me in paradise. Meaning that, hey, all of the negativity, all of the bad stuff that man done went through and whatever he done did to get there to that cross, he was nailed up right beside him. But this day, when he lifted up his unnatural eyes, the metaphysical eyes, he was in the paradise. Come on with it. So ain't nothing somebody can throw at me to be a bad one. It's victory is mine. Victory is mine. Victory today is mine. Come on, baby. We're going to be partying all through Friday. We're going to party all through Saturday. We're going to go to church and we're going to party on Sunday. And we're going to party again on Sunday when somebody else lose. Come on, baby. Yeah. And we're going to wear our star shining bright, you know. Yes, indeed. And yes, we're going to be able to stand tall with it. Ain't that right? I'm awake because he is. You come on. So ain't nobody mad but the haters. Come on with it. If there's one thing a man should always do, and that's to himself stay true. Never allow someone to change your point of view unless what they bring or mean makes sense to you. See? Never judge a man by sight alone, nor by the height he has grown. And when speaking, keep it at a moderate tone, because those raised voices, they turn those hearts into stone. You see, in the beginning, it was brother, I'll ride with brother, roll with brother. Don't matter how we win, as long as we win with another. You know what I'm saying? The morals of life: live, love, and respect for another. Then there are those who will try to be smart. You see, they would take the decent man to alter his heart to seek to rip him apart. Those men, you should never call a friend, because they bend the lies around the truth to meet their end, Cowboy Nation. Yeah, I'm preaching to somebody right now, and somebody ain't gonna like me, but they gonna slap their neighbor and tell them, hey, victory is ours right here. Cowboys the one, they 2-2. We're not at the bottom. The Giants are where they supposed to be. We are where we at right now. And if you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for another, to work day and night, to give up your time, your peace, and your sleep, if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad, that you don't get tired, and it makes you hold everything tawdry and cheap, if life itself seems empty and useless without it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you will gladly go out there and sweat for it, fret for it, a plan to lose all terror of your mind, if you would simply, just simply go after the thing you want with all of your capacity, strength, sagacity, with faith, hope, and confidence, and stern pertinacity. If neither cold or poverty or the famish or the fame or the sickness of your body or brain can turn you away from the thing you want, if dark and grim and besieged and beset with the help of Almighty. Lord, why you keep saying it? Because I had a fella to approach me a year or so back. He had a chain on his neck like this, and it was strapped around a bullet. And he said, Lord, by listening to your closing remarks, that bullet, I had it in the chamber and I was going to pull it on myself. I was going to off myself. But your words encouraged me to keep living and keep fighting. And I said to him, I never knew that my words would impact you the way it did. So in closing, I'm going to always say it, if possible, if I can bring it up. Because I can save one person, never know what type of impact he's going to make on the next person. So at the end of the day, regardless of the situation, I'm always going to try to give you some positive motivation. That's been my time. I really thank you all for yours. And remember, you're listening to nothing but the best.
Give me my theme music.
Come on with it. We about, man, one love. You know, the enemy tried to take me down last year. I was down in a real low spot. Lost my cousin, I lost my grandmother, I lost my uncle, and then I lost my mom. All in that order. Boy, I was in a down, in a rough and rugged spot. But by talking to y'all, regardless of the pain and the trials and tribulations, you guys are helping me out, believe it or not. We go through a lot of things, yeah. A lot of people just don't know. So we're gonna run it up one way or another, baby. Stand tall, or not at all. This is just a kid's game that people make $1 million off of it. It's called football. Come on. Charge it to the game. Stand tall with us, baby.
Still the same, not switching sides, now it's about loyalty. You switch sides off for the bag, and that's worth more to me. I mix Nike with designer, I experiment. You just rock what's on the shelf, and I'm not feeling it. Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real as this. Can't trust a soul, I keep a hammer, call it to the
where the roll credits at, man? They done broke my roll credits, man. Come on. It's okay, I take the dub. We 500. We 500. We 500. Put 500 in the chat, baby. Come on. Let's get above that.
count that too.
We 500. Put 500 in the chat with some flames and stuff. There we go. Can't stop a tank with no key. Alpha Red. Jake the Great. Rodriguez. J-Rod. Adrian Dyson. Appreciate you. Coach Mars. Come on, roll them credits again, baby. We 500, baby. I did about 5 shows today. So if y'all can, go rewatch all of them 5 shows for your boy. Sharing is caring. If you don't like Law Nation, you must be out of your goddamn mind. 500 Law, baby. We need to be above 500 next week.
All I ask is when you lay your head on that pill at night.
Yeah.
You know I gave you everything I had. I gave you everything I had.
Yeah, baby.
Can come closer than close. Yeah. Nobody original they never will be. Does it better?
Come on with it, man. I don't feel like I'm trying to calm down just a little bit. I'm gonna be up all night listening to some of this good old music and everything. Come on. Hey, come on. Well, the only reason why I did all those videos is because the live kept cutting off. They try to sabotage the law. Can't stop a tank with no key. Come on.
In this moment,
yes.
I cannot say what's wrong or right.
Groove on out. R.I.P. to Kelvin Samuels too, by the way. Come on with it.
'Cause I'm addicted to the good life.
I'm addicted to the good life.
Lead the way, I follow. No need to say. Where we are heading now.
How y'all gonna sleep tonight, man? Shout out to you, Jay. For all that you do. Thank you. DJ Law, kick it in. Come on.
So tell you good night.
Come on with it, baby.
'Cause I'll buy no matter what. Yeah. Susceptible now.
Grown folks music. Put grown folks music in the chat, baby. Come on. Ratio, I see you, man. Thank you for your support. Hey.
'Cause I'll buy no matter what.
Boy, listening to this, you gonna sleep good tonight. Come on with it. Come on with it. Michael Parsons.
It's not a problem.
Negative X-ray. D-Law look like he was walking around. Okay. Come on with it.
Yeah.
Can't nothing.
Nothing can stop me.
Hey.
'Cause I'm addicted to what you and I realize. Lead the way.
Kendall, appreciate you for the $1.99. Smooth vibes. From my studio to yours.
I follow to the edge of it all.
Come on.
So tell you good night. 'Cause I'll buy no matter what. Yeah.
Too soon for that. Now come on. Hey, come on with it.
Before the moment flies, before it flies.
Sing it.
So tell you good night.
Come on, cutting the rug with yours truly. Sounds of soft souls and hits and oldies. Magic. Matt Batten, I see you, fam. Clark in the house. Are you related to Damone Clark? Come on with it. All right, until next time. DC for life. Let's. Oh, the Groove Station. The Groove Nation. Come on with it. Hey. Ice Cold Cowboy. Now this is the one you kind of just sit back and roll one and just chill. If you're on that type of level. Yeah. All right. Yep. Look at my guy Gucci. Gucci thought he was slick in this video. Yeah. Smooth touchdowns. What we tell him? Don't let the street lights hit you. We grooving. You know it's dangerous to go alone. National high, baby. Come on. The street lights hit you. I'd be okay. Got Stacy Elliott on the horse. Get on up there. Get on up there. Scoop, scoop. Layer 2. Come on. And another one. And another one. Fighting you was one love. 7 wonders all in one. All at one. All at one. Don't let the street lights hit you.
You have an unnatural allegiance to losers. It's not like
Unicorn, they real.
Don't let the street lights hit you. Could I be okay too?
I follow.
Wherever you go, are you not entertained? Whatever you do, play it too.
We tell them again. All right. Until next time. BC for life.
So far, so far. If a paper crane can fly, then forever doesn't feel that far. So far, so far. If a paper crane can fly.
Emotional, damn it.
Fly on, fly on.
God sees in you what you don't see in yourself. And that's why he chose you to break generation cycles. And he
What's my guy Gucci? What's Gucci?
That no man can shut. That no man can shut. Because he wants to be a
Come on with it. Yo, that Gucci, he got up, he said, hey man, we're going to look over there one more time.
You want them to be a witness.
I want them to be a witness though.
So keep faith.
Keep faith.
Keep faith. And don't worry about if God going to do it. Because it's already done. It's already done. Mm-hmm. You are favored. Victory's upon you. I need y'all to receive this message.
Big dog. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Y'all have a good one, man.
See, when you invest in something and you hustle and you work for something, you got a different type of attachment to it.
Yeah.
You're going to have a cold day in hell for somebody to try to take this from you. We live by this, we die by this. We don't surrender, we don't retreat. Every man must search his own soul. I listen to that quote every morning.
Come on with it.
Get mine. You ain't lying. I want mine out the dirt. I don't want no handouts. I don't want no celebrity to co-sign me. Right. And somebody to see me in the street and say, I remember when such and such put you on. No. It may sound harsh, but I'm going to beat myself up so the world can't beat me up. Because the world is a cruel place. It can be a beautiful place if you allow it to be. And once your perspective changes, that's when miracles happen. What else I got to conquer so I can get to the next level? What else? There's always going to be giants at the gate. If it ain't rough, it ain't us. Let's go. Wow. So it ain't like, why me? It's like, why not me?
Come on, man.
The flowers don't chase the bees. The flowers just are.
Everything gonna be alright on any given Sunday, yeah. Depend on you if you win or lose. You know you got to pay some dues to live on Monday, yeah.
The longest outro in the land. Brought to you by Bleacher Report. I had to cut them off. I didn't want them to get all of this extra. Calling me. All right. Come on with it. I'm still them boys. Y'all, you check on me. They gonna check on us? Come on with it. I'm still them boys. Come on. Are you still them boys? HG, DC for life, Miles, them boys. I'm awake. Are you still them boys? David, Ice Cold, Cowboy. Come on, choir.
I'm still them boys. Call and check on me.
Yeah.
I'm still them boys. Them boys, them boys.
Come on, choir.
Them boys, them boys, them boys.
Yeah, on paper, they're a better team. Right. They have all the assets and resources that we don't. But let us get on the line, boy, and see if that factors in. I guarantee you it won't. Wow.
Put still them boys in the chat, man. We up out, man. The longest outro in life. DC for life, not for short. We up out. Peace.